Hello friends, welcome to the Principles of Geographic Information Systems practicals. These practicals are to be performed with QGIS software. Today's practical is exploring and managing raster data, wherein we are going to demonstrate the practical for adding raster layers, raster styling and analysis, and raster mosaicing and clipping. Let's start with QGIS software. So you can simply search QGIS application from your computer and start it. This is the IDE of QGIS. Let's start with adding a raster layer. So click on layer, add raster layer. Click on these three dots to navigate the appropriate file. I'm searching here my file from the practical database. So in this folder I have two files. The file that you will select should be of ASC type. So select this file here and click open. After clicking open, you can add this layer to your project. When you are adding this for the first time, it will ask you to set the CRS. By default, CRS needs to be 4326, that is WGS84. If it is not set, you can set it by going to the project properties, or you can check it at the bottom right corner. Similarly, add the second layer as well and set the CRS for this layer also. Click OK, click add and close it. Here we are going to perform raster styling and analysis. To start with analysis of population data, convert the pixel from grayscale to color. Select this layer and right click for the properties. You can also get the properties by double clicking. In symbology, select the render type as single band pseudo color. Then select the interpolation as linear. Give the maximum and minimum values. Here we are using 0 to 240. You can have this customized. Also select the color ramp. There are a lot of different color ramps available. Also you can make your custom made color ramps. These colors are used to classify the different data into different colored classes, as you can see here. Click on classify button so to ensure that your population data is getting classified in proper classes. You can check this classes from here. So according to the values, the classes are generated. Click apply and click OK. So you will see that the layer data has got classified and it is represented with different colors. Repeat the same steps for the another layer that we have. Select all these parameters like render type, band, then interpolation technique, color ramp, etc. And then you will see that the data has got classified into some classes. Click on apply, click OK. This is the layer output after applying style. The objective of this experiment is to analyze raster data. Go to raster and click on raster calculator. Click on these three dots to give the name for your output layer. You can give any name to the output layer. It is user defined. You don't need to specify the file extension here. Once done with the name, click on save. Now the next step is to check with all these parameters. Let it be by default. Here we will find areas with largest population change between 1990 and 2000 by calculating the difference between each pixel values. To do so, just double click on these layers and form an expression. Click OK. You will find this new layer has got created. Remove the other two layers by just deselecting them from here. So now only this population difference layer that we have created newly is visible. Double click on it to get the property window. In symbology, select the render type as single band pseudo color. Then the interpolation we are going to select here as a discrete. You can choose any color ramp. Give the minimum and maximum values as per your analysis. Here I'm limiting it from minus 20,000 to 6,000. You can check these values also, that we have this type of values in classification. You can also change these values for your analysis purpose. Here I am selecting the color ramp for my classification. There are a lot of options available to select the color ramp. You can select any one from this. Here these are by default classification that we will remove, and we will add our own custom made classes. To do so, click on this plus sign and add here the values of the classification, or I should say the ranges of the classes. So here I am adding my first class, which tells all the values less than minus 20,000 will go in one class. For me, the name of this class will be no data. So I'll type here as no data. Then I will add next class. Here my values of this class will be all the values less than minus 10. To this class I'm giving the name as negative. This is my class name. After doing that, I'll add the next class. The values here are all the values less than 10. So these values I'm giving the name of the class as neutral. After doing that, I will be adding the next class, and the values will be all less than 6,000. So class with values less than 6,000 and more than 10 will go into this class, and I'm giving the name of this class as positive. So all I have are 4 classes. One is no data, then negative, then neutral, and then positive. So I'm classifying this data into 4 different classes. All the classes has got same color here, so I will change it to some different colors. After doing so, I'll click on apply and OK. So this will be the output. The layer will appear like this, wherein you can explore the area of your choice, and we can check the raster band value using this I symbol, that is information symbol, and you can click on any of the pixel to verify the classification rule. So here green pixel shows negative changes and yellow shows the positive changes. You can click on zoom, or you can pan this canvas area by using this pan and zoom in and zoom out tools like this. And using this I, that is information tool, you can click on any pixel. Here you can see the population difference. So click on any pixel and you will be able to get the values through this I tool. Once you're done with your project, you can save this project by clicking on project and save project. You can navigate to your folder, or you can create your new folder from here. So select the appropriate folder and give the project name. This project name is again user defined, but you can be specific. Click save and your project will get saved. Now let's talk about raster mosaicing and clipping. A mosaic is a combination or merge of 2 or more images. Here you can see we have different images and we have merged it together to form a single image. In many cases, there will be some overlap of raster dataset ages, and that need to be removed, and the proper mosaic form need to be obtained. This overlapping can be handled in several ways. One way is to blend the overlapping cell values using weight-based algorithms. So let's start for the raster mosaicing and clipping demonstration. Click here on layer and add layer. Here the layer is to be added as a raster layer. Click here on these three dots and you can navigate to the files. These are the TIF, that is image files. Select them, click add and close it. Here you can see each image is added with new layer. The next, click on raster, click on miscellaneous and click on merge. In this merge, select all these layers and here select the output file. This output file is user defined, so you can give any name to your file. Also you can navigate to the appropriate folder, click on save and then click on run. So the new layer merged has got added to the project. You can remove other layers and you can only keep the merged layer. This layer is of type raster layer. We are also going to add one more layer, which is going to be a vector layer. To add this vector layer, click on layer, add layer and select add vector layer. With these three dots, you can navigate to the appropriate layer. So here the layer is already given in the GIS dataset. So I'll select this .shp file and click open, then click add and click close. So this will add this vector layer to your project. Next step is to change the properties of this vector layer. So simply double click on it and in Symbology select any one border type. So you can select the border type and click apply and OK. After getting this border, you see the output will look like this. Now go to the raster and from there select the extraction and further select clip raster by mask layer. So you will get this dialog box wherein in input layer we'll have to select the merged layer and in mask layer we'll have to select that vector layer we have taken. Then we can save the output to some file. So click here and save it to some file. You can give the user defined name for this file. After giving appropriate name, simply click on save and click on run button. This will be the output after extraction algorithm performed. You can still see there are some extra part. That is because the merged layer and this vector layer is still on. So you can simply take it off so that you will only see the output layer like this. So this is how raster mosaicing and raster clipping can be performed. Thank you for watching this video.